Hello, konnichiwa, this is Zitsuna, and today we're back with new Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony Chapter 3 Deadly Life Investigation. So, that's a mouthful. But yeah, last episode we got our Monokuma file, and Kyo and a few others, Himiko, Tenko, Kokichi, and Kibo went to go prepare for the seance, and then Kaito is stepping outside because he is too sick for investigating. Yeah, kind of. I guess you could say that. Yeah, he's kind of just not here this entire investigation, I guess. Yeah, so first, I guess, yeah, so now the rest of us, Miu, Tsumugi, Angie, Bota, and Maki are here to investigate. But yeah, let's just make some room. Yeah, the one thing that I've found from always clearing out the rooms during free time events to get mono points is that Angie's research hub is my favorite to clear out, because you can just clear out so many things. Like, literally everything. You can make this entire room so empty. It just feels so good when it's all done. So yeah, that's all of the stuff. So we are now left with a clean state, very organized, very nice. I guess we can start by talking to everyone. Hey Miu. Oh, great. Ha 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 ha. This busty brainy beauty has figured this all out. Huh? You mean you know who the culprit is? Huh? The culprit? I don't know.
Nah.
Shuichi, do you really have time to be listening to her? Nope. Oh, but we have assistant Maki. I'm so happy. This chapter's great. Hey, wait, goddammit. Are you just gonna ignore my genius idea? Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me. Listen. Okay. Well, if you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell you. You better thank me for this. Wow, she's really on and off. Like, so quickly. I know y'all are dumber than fleas, but even you get how weird these wax dolls are, right? They are strange, yeah? Are they for the ritual or another purpose? But I figured out with just one glance. These are diversions. Diversions? Yeah, the culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something. Did they? I don't think they did. What do you mean by that? How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Holmes? Please, someone, I need this as like my entire wallpaper. Oh my god, I can't. This is definitely my favorite Miu insult. Or really any of like her actual creative insults are great. But this one just... Wow, Miu. Wow, you deserve a gold star.
Yeah, buddy.
We have blurry Gonta Valley. Worried. You're a waste of time. Great comeback from Maki. Maki turned and walked away. I can't say I blame her. Huh? The heck's her problem? She's on the So, Angie made these wax dolls, huh? The resemblance is pretty uncanny. Let's say that they say the devil's in the details, you know? Let's just see how detailed these really are. Hey! You tried to look at the wax figure skirt. You know, maybe that's why the student council had their party in the change room. So that Angie can study before she makes these. Oh man, yeah. You.
Oi!
What are you doing? Stop that! Yeah, come on. I'm surprised that they didn't specify which wax doll. Tried to look up the wax figure skirts. Or it could be Kirimi or me. Or Kaede. What? I just want to see if this doll is wearing panties. No, Miu, no. Oh, wait, do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited now that your dead girlfriend is a doll now? Wow, their classmates even ship it. I love it. If you like wax dolls so much, then go, no, Shuichi. I'm starting to agree with Maki. Talking to me is a waste of time. Oh. That entire conversation was for nothing, and wow, that was wonderful. Pervert! If you like wax dolls so much, then go, okay. No, absolutely not. Hey, Smokey. I'm not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit? Oh, pointing fingers already. Smokey, first you're pointing it at the transfer student, now Tenko. Huh? Tenko? Oh, it's not like I have proof or anything, but earlier I heard Himiko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council. So you suspect Tenko? Because as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into this lab. That's right, Angie did allow members of the student council to enter her lab. Yeah, Angie had been shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice. Yeah, the fact that they're like pointing all the suspicion on Tenko, like, yeah, that is like the most logical, like, first suspect is Tenko. Obviously, yeah, because of all of these things, like, Tenko would be the most likely to have done this, and she also seemed kind of suspicious at the beginning of, like, when they discovered the body and stuff like that. Obviously, that's probably just regret from Tenko, like, because Tenko didn't like Angie at all, and then this happened to her. But yeah, like, yeah, Tenko would be my number one suspect if it weren't for the fact that they're already pointing that out, so it's less likely that Tenko's actually the culprit. Now, I'd certainly point to Tenko. She did betray the student council after all. Yeah. It's not like I want to suspect Tenko, but since only the student council members would have been let in here. So Angie let in student council members only. That would be Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Tsumugi. Of that group, Tenko is certainly the most suspicious. Tsumugi's account. Yeah, since we have like Tsumugi's account, it would be kind of cool if the culprit was actually Tsumugi, and we got to use like Tsumugi's own words against her. Like Tsumugi tried to push the blame onto Tenko, but turns out it wasn't. Turns out she was the actual culprit. That would have been cool. Anyway, let's go around here. We can talk to Gonta first. A murder at nighttime is strange, impossible even. Why do you think that? Because student council made a rule that we no can be outside during nighttime. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime. Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule? But it Atua's rule, and she say he punish us if we not follow his rules. But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do what they wanted. Yeah. And she was also working here at night. Huh? She was? Aww. Yeah, that's kind of nice to see that, like, Gonta actually took it to heart, and that, like, they should be at, they should be asleep at nighttime, and not, like, out and about. No way. Student council would never break own rules. They should have been asleep in own rooms to set good example to others. Exactly. See, that's how it should have been. Gonta should have been the student council president. That's all I'm gonna say. Maybe Angie got attacked while she sleep in her room and get brought here. Aww. Gonta, I don't want to see that. If so, Gonta could have saved her. If only Gonta saw. Aww. But Gonta was sleeping. Sorry, Angie. Gonta no could save you. Aw, it's not your. Aww, Gonta. I find it hard to believe that no one went outside, in spite of the student council rules. Aww, Gonta. Wait, I don't think I talked to Tsumugi twice. Angie had been shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice. And Tenko would have been allowed in here since she was a member of the student council.
確かに
Does sternly point to Tenko. She did betray the student council after all.
いや
It's not like I want to suspect Tenko, but since only the student council members would have been let in here. So Angie only let in the student council members. And Bigonta, Kibo, Kimiko, Tenko, and Tsumugi. Of that group, Tenko is certainly the most suspicious. Yep. Everyone should have been in rooms, because student council say no one allowed at nighttime. Out allowed at night. What? Sorry, I read that weird. But then, what Angie doing in here? Aw. Oh, wow, Maki. Wait, what did we trigger to have Maki look like that? Was it in the dialogue with Maki? How did this happen? What I'm so confused. Maki, are you okay? Is it because we're ignoring you? Is that why you're mad at us? What did I trigger to have? Like, I don't think we see the sprite of her until like chapter 5, or maybe we've seen it like once this chapter, but Maki, are you okay?
ね
Oh, never mind. I just want to confirm something. When we got to this lab, you're sure that the front door was locked? Yes, I'm positive. Oh my god, was that like a glitch or something? Or did I just not miss when she turned into that sprite? That must have been a glitch. I'm so confused. I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. Click, 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 click. It really is locked.
やっぱり
The front entrance was locked until Kokichi picked the lock to open it. Kokichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole of the lock. Click, click, click. Clack. There, open sesame. So, he picked the cylinder lock open.
ね
Do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him?
そうだな
It would have been impossible from the outside. The Monocubes took the key. But what if someone else could pick a lock? I feel like Maki could be able to pick a lock. I mean, I'm guessing not, since she's not saying anything. But, like, I don't know, I feel like Kirumi could probably lockpick. Maybe. I don't know. I could just see her being able to do that. And Ryoma probably could too, just because. Same with Rantaro. Rantaro definitely could probably pick a lock. Obviously they're not here. Out of the people who are here, I don't know. I guess Kokichi would be the only one. Miyu could probably make something to open the door. Or if not, they could have like... Yeah, if they needed to open the door, then they could have like bat-rammed Kibo again. But threw Kibo against the wood. Aw. Okay, here it is, but there's only one key, so don't lose it. It'd be bad if you lost it. You wouldn't be able to lock the door or open it from the outside. Let me see that key. Monodem swiped the key from Monopoly and lifted it to his mouth. Nom. Of course. Chapter 3, someone has to eat something unedible. Ah, he ate it!
だったら
So Kokichi's the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right? I don't think you can lock... Can you? I don't think you can lockpick a door. Well, maybe if it's like a cylinder lock, you... yeah, I guess you might be able to lock it from the outside. Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open and close the door from outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed it as they please.
え
So the front door was locked from inside the room?
いや
Not necessarily. I'm just thinking of possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out. How the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors. Art Lab's front door. Sweet. It leveled up nice. When we got to this lab, the front door was locked.
そうだね
Yes, it should have been locked tight until Kokichi picked the lock open. After the Monocubes took the key, the only person who could have opened it from outside was Kokichi using his lockpicking.
そっか
If someone was inside this lab, they could have opened or closed the front door or whatever. Then, it's possible the front door was locked from the inside. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out. How the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors. Yes, okay, let's check the back door and then Angie's body. Yeah. It's unlocked, but I think there are still things to investigate here. Yep. I just really want to know how I triggered Angie to have that, or Maki to have
確かに
that, like, because she doesn't have the spray here. I'm so confused how I got, like, it's not something with Gonta. Oh yeah, it is something with Gonta. Why does talking to Gonta trigger you, Maki? What did... I'm so confused with why, yeah, like, why does... If we talk to Smoothie, are you all back to normal?
確かに
I am so confused. Why? Is that like an actual bug or something? Yeah. And like if we talk to Muse? There's a chance. No. It's just when we talk to Gonta that Maki becomes terrifying? Yeah, why? How does that happen? 'Cause that must be a bug since we do not see the sprite until later on in the game. So it's kind of like a spoiler to see that, but I'm guessing, yeah, because I don't... Actually, no. I think they did show it in Chapter 2. It might have... it might have been a different sprite, but when, at the end of the second trial, when Kokichi was revealing Maki's talent. But I don't... It might have been the sprite, but I don't think... Maybe it was. But, like, I'm just so confused with why it's happening now. It's so random. I'm just... okay, well, anyway. Backdoor. I'm sorry, I was so, wow. This game, like, first I had that weird, buggy, like, weird thing where the sprites all became super bright in Chapter 1 before we went into the tunnel place area with Kaede. And then, now we have this random Maki scary sprite. Oh, when we talk to Gonta, like, oh goodness, okay. Back to the game. This door is the lab's back door.
これって
This door has a sliding lock, and it's still locked.
そうだな
And because no one has used this door since we came in here, I believe Angie locked this door when she came in, and it's been locked ever since.
ね
Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, looks familiar. Look at that. Angie's decorating the lock. Look, there's something golden shiny on the top of this sliding lock. Golden shiny. Could it be?
いいかな
Maki, may I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock.
別に
You want to unlock it? Go ahead. Do what you want. Carefully, I touched the knob of the lock, avoiding the gold parts, and softly slid the lock open. Click. Yeah. Just as I suspected, this lock will slide without much effort. Ooh, look at that nice 3D lock model drawing. Click. Whether you lock it or unlock it. This could be an important clue. Very specific. Okay, sweet.
へえ
Still, it's strange that the front door and back door have different locks. The front door that we came in from has a cylinder lock. And the rear door over there has a sliding lock. Perfectly fit for this murder. But by the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked.
これって
In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right? Locked, huh?
そうだね
Yes, the cylinder lock's key was taken by the monocubs. So both doors could only be locked from the inside.
へえ
But only if you rule out Kokichi's lockpicking, right? He could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and out of the lab. So he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
確か
That's true, but it's also too obvious for Danganronpa.
そうだよ
Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves.
やっぱり
He's clearly suspicious. Maki, you just don't like him. It is suspicious, but that solution seems a little too convenient. Oh yeah, Shuichi knows the patterns of Danganronpa. He's seen all the seasons. Kokichi's lockpicking has been added. Okay, and then I guess yeah, the only other thing we can check is Angie's body. Okay, yeah. Here, wait, I want to check the monitor. I always want to check the monitor. It's the monitor for communicating with us. There's nothing on the screen. Ooh, it's nice that we get like a close-up of the actual monitor and like all the speakers. But just seeing it makes me feel sick. Blah. Okay. Angie's body. She's lying face down in the middle of the room.
どうしたの?
Are you gonna take a closer look? Yes, I was planning to.
ちょっと
Then let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste time here. Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the body. She has no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin. Oh. Okay. Let's check on Rantaro. I miss him. The 4 effigies hung upside down makes the scene particularly eerie. Oh, look at that. Exposed beams. Ropes are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling.
確か
If I remember correctly, Angie made all of these wax figures. Oh, I miss him. Okay.
ね
Is this rope from the
え
warehouse?
そうだね
I believe so. And that means they won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten these ropes. Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that can be used for murder. Yeah, they definitely should have like had at least someone guarding the storage room so that like they can check on whatever and they can check on who's taking out what. Anyway, I know that these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out.
確かに
Oh, Ryoma. Ryoma always has something dangling to his ankles. And the effigies look exactly like real people, not just their faces. Not just their faces, but their bodies too, yeah. The ultimate artist certainly was talented. Yeah, it really is talented. Or she really
ところで
is
さ
talented to create this. Wow. By the way, why is this effigy hanging upside down? It's part of the ritual? Okay, I'm not sure.
何なの
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out for their way to hang a wax effigy? Right, if they're going to do this much work, there must be some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? The culprit? Angie? Or someone else entirely? Someone very creepy to be able to willingly do this. Oh, that's cool. We get a whole artwork CG of the crime scene. That's a cool CG though. I like that. I would make that my wallpaper. Just kidding. I would not. But it's cool to see like the whole crime scene, like the kind of zoom in video that they show when like the body discovery video type thing. I don't know what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about, like how in this case it zoomed in on Kaede, then quickly to Kurumi, Ryoma, and then Kurumi, Rantaro, and then Ryoma, I think, and then obviously the dead body. But being able to see the whole thing like this is really nice. Okay, well let's check them again. 4 effigies are hung up with rope from the ceiling's exposed beams. These wax figures are definitely the same ones Angie made. But why are they hung up? Is this also part of the resurrection ritual, or is there another purpose? It'd take a lot of work to hang all these up. That implies that there was a reason behind it. But what is that reason, and who did this? The culprit? Angie? Or someone else entirely? And we got the Necronomicon! Ah, this book! The instructions for the resurrection ritual are written in the Necronomicon. By performing the ritual as written, you can resurrect one deceased victim, yeah. So it's only one, so I don't know why Angie made all 4 figures. Because now we just have like these wax versions of corpses. People we saw die in brutal ways. This was the motive. The Necronomicon. A very fancy book. I could see Spike Chunsoft selling that.
Yeah.
I guess they didn't. And she tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right? Yes. If we look at this book, we should learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Let's take a look. The Necronomicon Resurrection Ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. Okay, so yeah, everyone could have been there to see what would happen. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials that you wish. Yeah, so we could have had like a tiny little chibi version of Rontaro and that would have worked. And he would just be running around in that. That would be adorable, and I'm very bummed that we never got that. But yeah, I really like how the book is all like decorated in kind of a kid's book kind of fashion. Like, yeah, these are kind of type of doodles and drawings you'd see in a Japanese, I mean, I guess any kind of children's book, but it does have that kind of Japanese style, which obviously makes sense. Yeah. Wait, what does it say? How much do you know about resurrection rituals? Something. I'm an expert. That's why I wrote this handy manual. It's so easy, anyone can do it. Even a monkey, even a bear? What's a ritual? Do you want to talk to a dead loved one again? This simple ritual will return a departed soul to the land of the living. Here's how. Preparing the effigy. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant, and you can make it out of whatever material you wish. If it is not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. And then almost something. Sprinkle the ashes. I think, yeah, okay. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Thank you. Sprinkle the ashes of the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. Oh, I wish it worked. The ashes are good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. So these are the steps for the resurrection ritual. Andrew really believed in this crowd? It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true. But in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out. Necronomicon. Sweet. Okay, so. Yeah, Kaide. Yeah, I guess we'll check the FG first. Oh, it's so slow. It's smooth. Okay. Sorry. I'm just stalling because I don't want to... Kaide. I miss her. I'm sorry, I miss all of them. 4 effigies are hung up with rope from Sin's exposed beams. Oh, okay. So, sorry. Yeah, so they didn't mention anything about the effigies being hung upside down in the Necronomicon, so that's obviously not the reason. A katana stabbed into Kaide's wax effigy. Who did this, and why? Aww, Shuichi. Let me see. Shuichi, I'm your girlfriend now. Maki nudged me aside, then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy. Aww. Oh wait, this is a crime scene, you can't... You wanted to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do it. Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out. Yes, true, but we have to preserve the scene. For what? Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while. It's a real katana, but there is gold leaf on it. Yeah, I believe it's the one that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. Is that so? We can probably assume this is the murder weapon, judging from the bloodstain on the tip. Oh, the edge is too rusty to cut well, but it would be enough to stab.
でも
But why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon?
そうだね
Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon. Just casually says that.
もしかして
Perhaps it's because Kyo's lab is on the same floor. They just grabbed something close by? They may have been in a hurry.
あのさ
Or maybe they needed a longer weapon like this.
え
A long weapon? My lab doesn't contain swords or any other weapons of this length. Oh, she's telling us something.
え
Oh, really?
そうだね
I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched a mission using a katana. Oh. I've been used to swords since, which is fine because they're a hassle to carry anyway. I suppose everyone's lab is suited to them personally, just like Angie's was. But how did they know all this? Anyway, the gold leaf on this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hands now. Yeah, it flakes off easily. It must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easily.
ちょっと
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them later. I kinda just want to see Maki like wiping her hands on Shuichi's coat. Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Kaide's effigy. I'm gonna put the katana back where we found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away. Aw, that's really nice of her to say, to kind of warn Shuichi. And see, all of the classmates care about their relationship. Thank you. Aww. Oh, my heart is just melting. The fact that like all the other characters are like being really mindful of how Shuichi feels about Kaede, and because like obviously they saw what happened at the end of the first trial. Like they saw how like broken Shuichi felt and like defeated. And yeah, like Kaito and Maki and Kirumi, a lot of other characters are really, yeah. Aww. I averted my gaze, and Maki stabbed the katana back into the wax effigy. Aww.
ところで
Is
さ
that really necessary? Well, I guess, yeah. Even so, why was a weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual, or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than this.
どういう意味
Then what's the reason for it?
それは
I honestly have no idea. Maki, don't stare at me
あ
like
の
that.
さ
We should investigate where this weapon came from. We might have a clue there. The ultimate anthropologist lab. Yes, let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room. Yes, absolutely. Gold leaf katana has been added. And yeah, the fact that the culprit, who, spoilers, huge major spoilers, shouldn't be watching this in the first place. But yeah, the fact that like, obviously, I'm pretty sure I've heard this somewhere. I haven't actually done it, but I think in Kaide's free time event with Kyo, Kyo does mention that like Kaede would be a perfect fit for his sister, and that he would love for Kaede, even Kaede said that she would love to meet his sister, and that's probably why like Kyo used the Kaede wax effigy instead of Rantaro or Ryoma. And obviously Kirumi would have been fine too, but out of the two options, I think Kaede is the better option, especially since he saw Kirumi's trial, and like, yeah, like Kaede's reason for doing what she did was in some ways, well, it was more selfless than Kirumi's in some ways. I'm not going to go into detail about that, but yeah, so it's not a surprise that he used the Kaede wax effigy to, or out of all of them, like he could have used any of them, and yeah. Katana, let's just check it again. Katana stabbed into Kaede's effigy. It's likely the same katana that was on display in Kyo's lab. The blood on the tip suggests that this is a murder weapon. The blade is rusted and dull, but it can still stab effectively. But why use this particular weapon? If they went to Maki's lab, they could have their choice of weapons. Is it because Kyo's lab is close by, so they chose it out of convenience? Or is it like Maki said, they needed a long weapon? But in any case, why stab the weapon into the effigy after the murder? I can't imagine this was intended to hide the weapon. Why did they do that? Aw, he's thinking. There are still a lot of mysteries I need to solve at this stage. I need to go to the original location of the murder weapon, Kyo's lab. There might be a clue there. Absolutely, and let's just check the Necronomicon again. This was the motive, the Necronomicon, and she tried to perform the ritual written in this book. And yeah, I'll just skip this stuff. We'll read it later. So yeah, sprinkle, yeah. Okay, and then Angie's body. Oh, poor girl. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound on the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead.
やっぱり
Oh. The killing blow was a single stab to the back of the neck. Sneak attack, most likely.
まあ
Then what do you make of this wound on her forehead? Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her from behind.
でも
But her two wounds are sustainably different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack? Yeah.
そっか
I suppose that would be unnecessary.
ほら
Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. But it's still bleeding. What is going on with these two wounds? Forehead injury.
え
Huh?
え
What's wrong, Maki?
ちょっと
Move. Maki pushed me aside, then lifted Angie's body up by the shoulder.
これって
What's this doing crumpled underneath her body?
何なの
Oh, the final blow. Well, yeah. This is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here?
えっ
I don't know, but it must be related to this case. Look, there are hairs stuck to the tape. Long hairs. Angie's, right? Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could that mean?
でも
I'm surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under her body.
別に
It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did. Oh, well, it's true. Well, even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. Oh, he's smiling. Maki's smiling. So don't beat yourself up over it. Ah, Maki. Well then, I suppose it's a good thing you're used to corpses, Maki. Shuichi.
殺されたいの
Huh? Do you want to die? Oh, that's our third Do You Want to Die, I think. Yeah, aw.
ごめん
I'm so sorry, joking. I couldn't resist. Oh, I love their dynamic so much. It's so fun.
ちょっと
I can't. I absolutely love it so much. You don't need to apologize. I was joking too. That didn't sound like a joke though. Okay, I think that's everything around here. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead. The fatal wound is the one to the neck, but what about the other one on her forehead? It also bothers me that the wound on her forehead is deep, but not bleeding much. There's one more thing. The duct tape that Maki found under the body. Why would that be here of all places? The tape had Angie's hair on it. It must be related to the case. Is that everything? I think it is. Yeah, it must be. Right, or... Oh, sorry. Well, I guess it is. Okay, let's see. Can I... Do I say anything different? Nope. What about you? Nope.
確かに
And then I just want to see.
ところでさ
Yeah, I want to check. I just want to. Yes, thank you. Thank you. We get scary monkey sprite. She's just jealous of us whenever we talk to Gonta. Okay, well, I think that is it for this room, right? Oh no. What do I have to investigate? What is there? Oh, do I? Yeah, I think there might have been something back here. What is it? What? Do I have to check the back door from here? The store is locked, back door. Sign lock. Yeah. That is interesting. Is there like... Oh, the pool of blood. Yeah, I just had a feeling there was something more near Angie. A small pool of blood has emanated from Angie's torso. This can't be from her forehead. This blood is from the back of her neck.
これって
This blood is dry. It must have spilled a few hours before Angie was killed. Maybe more. That fits the 2 a.m. time of death listed in the Monokuma file. Yeah, it's, imagine seeing that as like actual blood, like a whole pool around your head, and like her hair is stained, and I don't like the thought of it. Oh, sorry. I think I missed it. That fits the 2 a.m. time of death listed in the Monokuma file. Yeah. Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. If we think about all the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Let's continue the investigation for now. Maki, what's wrong?
別に
It's not that important, but the only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene. Don't say that. I mean, yeah, Shuichi is like taking a lot of control, and he knows what to do. He's like very fast about everything, but of course that's only after a murder takes place for the most part. And yeah, is that supposed to be a compliment?
そうね
Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy's useless. Ooh. Anyway, let's continue. He's just Sune. She's just like, yeah. I think I'm just happy. I'm just very happy. I think we finished investigating everything for now.
ちょっと
Is this really the time to rest? I don't think we found enough clues yet. We don't know how much time we have to investigate, so we need to hurry up.
そうだね
You're right. First, we should investigate the ultimate anthropologist lab. Oh god, I'm thirsty. Sorry. Okay. We may find clues related to the katana.
そうだね
That's true. We need to check if the katana really did come from that place.
あれ
Something wrong, Maki?
ところでさ
It just occurred to me. Why am I acting like your partner? Yeah, Maki's our chapter 3 assistant. First it was technically Kaede or Shuichi. And then it was Kaito and now it's Maki. It took her this long to realize.
まあいいけど
Well, it's fine. Just don't get used to it. Aww. It's not as if I asked you, but it's fine by me. It's true that Maki is a tremendous help to me. They're great sidekicks, is what I'm saying. They are a wonderful team. I love their dynamic so much. I love their friendship. Anyway, with that, I think we've completed the whole investigation for this area, which I'm very happy about. We've checked out everything. Well, I can't really be happy about it, but yeah, we've gotten a bunch of clues. Yeah. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this investigation. I like how like simple and in some ways like story-based this investigation is. It's very like linear, like there's just one path to it. Like in chapter 2 we had to go to a bunch of different places. Like we had a whole checklist of places to check out, and we had a lot of truth bullets and stuff. But in this one, it feels like we're not getting as many, obviously, because we're only, like, not even halfway through the investigation. Or I guess we are halfway through the investigation, but if you know what I mean. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought about this whole investigation. What your first initial thoughts before, like, when you first found out about everything. Like, what you thought was going to happen, why you thought the Effigy or why you think Kaede... I don't know how to talk today, I'm sorry. Okay, you get what I mean, like why the katana was stabbed in Kaede and all that kind of stuff, how you feel about Maki being our lovely assistant this chapter. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Bye!